Hey everyone, Saint-Germain here, and let's be real. Buying your first home can feel like trying to navigate a maze. Blindfolded. There's so much jargon, so many things to consider, and it's a huge financial decision, but don't worry, I'm here to be your guide. In this video, I'm breaking down the essential tips on mortgages, down payments, and all those sneaky hidden costs that nobody tells you about until it's too late. So, grab a notebook, get comfy, and let's turn you from a first-time buyer into a homeowner. Okay, let's talk mortgages. The big, sometimes scary word that's actually just a fancy way of saying home loan. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to refinance, understanding the different types of mortgages is crucial. It can feel overwhelming, but don't worry, we're here to break it down for you. The two most common types you'll come across are fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages. Each has its own set of advantages and potential drawbacks, and the right choice depends on your personal financial situation and long-term plans. Fixed rate is like your reliable friend. The interest rate stays the same for the entire loan term, usually 15 or 30 years. This consistency means you know exactly what your monthly payments will be, making it easier to budget and plan for the future. This means predictable monthly payments, which is awesome for budgeting and peace of mind. You won't have to worry about your payments suddenly increasing, which can be a huge relief, especially if you're on a fixed income or have other financial commitments. Now, adjustable rate mortgages, or ARMs, are a bit more adventurous. They start with a lower interest rate compared to fixed rate mortgages, which can be appealing if you're looking to save money initially. The interest rate starts fixed for a set period, say 5 or 7 years, and then it can change periodically based on market conditions. This means your monthly payments can go up or down, which can be a gamble. If interest rates rise, your payments could increase significantly. This means your monthly payments can go up or down, which can be a gamble. If interest rates rise, your payments could increase significantly. However, if rates go down, you could end up paying less. It's a bit of a roller coaster, and not everyone is comfortable with that level of uncertainty. So how do you choose? It really comes down to your financial goals and how long you plan to stay in the home. If you value stability and plan to stay in your home for a long time, a fixed-rate mortgage is probably your best bet. The peace of mind that comes with knowing your payments won't change can be invaluable. If you value stability and plan to stay in your home for a long time, a fixed-rate mortgage is probably your best bet. The peace of mind that comes with knowing your payments won't change can be invaluable. On the other hand, if you're comfortable with a bit of risk and might move in a few years, an ARM could potentially save you money in the short term. But if you're comfortable with a bit of risk and might move in a few years, an ARM could potentially save you money in the short term. Just make sure you understand the terms and potential for rate increases before you jump in. It's important to be fully aware of how high your payments could go and whether you'd be able to afford them. Just make sure you understand the terms and potential for rate increases before you jump in. It's important to be fully aware of how high your payments could go and whether you'd be able to afford them. Remember, interest rates aren't the only factor. Loan terms, closing costs, and your own financial situation all come into play. It's crucial to look at the big picture and not just focus on the interest rate. Other costs associated with the loan can add up and impact your overall financial health. Loan terms, closing costs, and your own financial situation all come into play. It's always a good idea to shop around with different lenders to compare rates and find the best deal for you. Different lenders may offer different terms, and a little bit of research can go a long way in saving you money. It's always a good idea to shop around with different lenders to compare rates and find the best deal for you. Different lenders may offer different terms, and a little bit of research can go a long way in saving you money. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Negotiate and make sure you fully understand the terms before you sign on the dotted line. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Negotiate and make sure you fully understand the terms before you sign on the dotted line. After all, this is a big decision. You deserve to feel confident and secure in your mortgage choice. Take your time, do your research, and choose the option that best fits your needs and financial situation. After all, this is a big decision. You deserve to feel confident and secure in your mortgage choice. Take your time, do your research, and choose the option that best fits your needs and financial situation. Happy house hunting. Let's talk about the dreaded down payment, that big chunk of cash you need up front to buy a home. It's often the most daunting part of the home buying process, especially for first-time buyers who might not have substantial savings. But understanding how much you really need can make this step less intimidating. Traditionally, 20% down payment was the gold standard, and while it's still ideal, it's not always realistic for first-time buyers. This standard was set to help buyers avoid private mortgage insurance and to secure better loan terms. However, with rising home prices, saving up 20% can be a significant hurdle. The good news is there are options. Many lenders now offer loans with lower down payment requirements, making home ownership more accessible. These options can be a lifeline for those who are ready to buy but haven't been able to save a large sum. You might be able to qualify for a loan with as little as 3% down or even 0 down if you're eligible for certain programs like VA loans for veterans. FHA loans are another popular option, requiring as little as 3.5% down. These programs are designed to help more people achieve the dream of home ownership. But, and this is a big but, a smaller down payment means a larger loan amount, which means paying more in interest over time. This can significantly increase the total cost of your home. It's crucial to weigh the pros and cons of a smaller down payment and understand how it impacts your long-term financial health. Plus, if your down payment is less than 20%, you'll likely have to pay for private mortgage insurance, or PMI, which protects the lender if you default on your loan. PMI can add hundreds of dollars to your monthly mortgage payment, so it's an important factor to consider. It's an added monthly expense you'll want to factor into your budget. Carefully planning your budget to include PMI can help you avoid any financial surprises down the road. So, how much should you aim to save? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Aiming for at least 5 to 10% can be a good starting point. This amount can help you avoid some of the higher costs associated with very low down payments. Well, the more you can put down up front, the better off you'll be in the long run. A larger down payment reduces your loan amount, which in turn lowers your monthly payments and the total interest paid over the life of the loan. It'll lower your monthly payments, reduce the total interest you pay, and you might even snag a lower interest rate from lenders. Lenders often view larger down payments as a sign of financial stability, which can work in your favor when negotiating loan terms. Start saving early, explore down payment assistance programs, and consider all your options to find what works best for your financial situation. With careful planning and the right resources, you can make your dream of home ownership a reality. All right, we've covered mortgages and down payments, but here's the thing. Buying a home comes with a whole bunch of hidden costs that can catch you off guard if you're not careful. These costs can add up quickly, and if you're not prepared, they can put a serious dent in your finances. So let's dive into some of the most common hidden costs you need to be aware of. First up, we're talking closing costs. These can range from 2% to 5% of the loan amount and cover a variety of fees. For instance, you'll need to pay for appraisal fees, which ensure the home's value matches the loan amount. Then there are loan origination fees, which are charged by the lender for processing the loan. And don't forget title insurance, which protects you and the lender from any legal issues related to the property's ownership. Next, let's talk about home inspections. These are crucial for uncovering any potential problems with the property before you buy it. A thorough inspection can reveal issues with the roof, foundation, plumbing, electrical systems, and more. It's an essential step that can save you from unexpected repairs down the line. Don't skip this step. It's better to spend a few $100s on an inspection than to end up with tens of thousands of dollars in repairs later on. Trust me, the peace of mind you'll get from knowing the true condition of the home is well worth the cost. And don't forget about property taxes, homeowners insurance, and potential HOA fees if you're buying a condo or townhouse. Property taxes can vary widely depending on the location and value of the home, so it's important to research this beforehand. Homeowners insurance is another ongoing expense that protects your investment from damage or loss. And if you're buying a property within a homeowners association, you'll need to budget for monthly or annual HOA fees, which can cover maintenance and amenities. These ongoing expenses can add up, so make sure you factor them into your monthly budget. It's easy to focus solely on the mortgage payment, but these additional costs can significantly impact your overall financial picture. My advice: Create a realistic budget that includes all potential costs, not just the down payment and mortgage. Sit down and list out every possible expense, from utilities and maintenance to property taxes and insurance. This will give you a clear picture of what you can truly afford and help you avoid any financial surprises. Also, shop around for the best deals on things like homeowners insurance. Different providers offer different rates and coverage options. So take the time to compare quotes, and don't be afraid to negotiate with sellers to cover some of the closing costs. In a competitive market, sellers may be willing to make concessions to close the deal. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to home buying. The more you know about the process and the potential costs, the better prepared you'll be to make informed decisions. Take advantage of resources like online calculators, real estate websites, and financial advisors to gather as much information as possible. By being aware of these hidden costs and planning accordingly, you can avoid any financial surprises and navigate the process with confidence. Home buying is a significant investment, but with careful planning and a thorough understanding of all the associated costs, you can make your dream home a reality without breaking the bank. That's it for today's first-time homebuyer guide. I hope you found this helpful and feel more confident about taking that leap into home ownership. Remember, buying a home is a big decision, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Do your research, ask questions, and don't be afraid to seek guidance from professionals. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more real estate and finance tips, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. Now go out there and find your dream home.